I mean, hallelujah, the election has finally come to an end. We've heard from Vice President Kamala Harris, who has now conceded. We've heard from Joe Biden. We have a court battle win for Heather Gay against Monica Garcia, and Whitney Rose says that she's not lying about Lisa Barlow. So, do we have to spot another liar? Let's get into it. You're listening to No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. What's going on, everybody? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Happy, what's today? Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hey. Yeah, I know it's been a heavy week for a lot of people. So I just, again, want to reiterate the message that I put out yesterday, which was a message of love and understanding and listening, and trying to be respectful. I'm still seeing a lot of people online that are leaning into the fear-mongering narratives or hyperbolizing the possibilities of what may or may not happen, or people that are fighting with each other over the election results. And I just want to remind everybody, hey, guess what? We woke up today. We're here. I'm here. You're here. We're breathing. We have water. We have food. That is a luxury. That is a privilege that we have, regardless of who you voted for. If you're watching this live right now or you're listening to this on the podcast, you are alive. It is a new day, and we're going to be grateful for the day that we have, and we're going to move forward with it, right? There's nothing that we can do. There's nothing that we can change, whether you're happy with the results or dissatisfied with the results or angry at the results. I hope that you learn how to let go of that anger, lean into love and compassion, listen, be willing to talk to people if you don't understand. There we go. We're all going to be okay. It's going to be okay. All right. Just want to say that. Whew. Brian says, "Here's my issue. My neighbors are on fire." Okay, well, let's not put this. Let's not. Yes, we're gonna send love to anybody that may be struggling today. Sydney says, "Choosing to be happy with my pup and my coffee and the Zack pack." Yes, Sydney, that's what we're doing. Have a nice hot cup of coffee. Have a glass of wine. I went to dinner with my mother last night. My mother and her partner, my stepmother. And we had a lovely dinner. We had lots of good meat and some good wine, good conversation. And, I was very uh it felt nice to be in good company, to be in the company of two strong women. We love women, right? I've always said that I believe women are the superior sex. I stand by that. Personal feeling. But yeah, I had a great dinner last night, and today I'm tired. I went to the gym. I've been trying to go back. I hurt myself. I think it's my what is it? I think it's like a tendonitis in my ankle or something because it's been like a little swollen. And so I had to take a break from the gym. And then today I finally got back to the gym and I started running again today. And I'm still a little injured, but like I feel like at least the movement is starting to help a little bit. I need new running shoes, is really what it is. Um, but so yeah, if there are any running brands out there that want to talk, I'm available. Slide into my DMs. I'm single too. Sue says, "Will you ever have your mom as a guest on your podcast?" I don't know. I don't know if she would ever want to be on. Would you like to see her on, Sue? Bravo Babe says, "I'm on day 8 with no Orange Theory. I need some hype." Yes, trust me. I went to a later, I normally do the 6 a.m. today when I did the 7:15 a.m. So it was a slower, later morning for me. I slept in until like 5:30 unintentionally. I just forgot to put on my alarm. But yeah, Bravo Babe, come on. Let's do it together, right? We're gonna start our New Year's resolution goals now. I need Orange Theory to give me a damn endorsement deal with how much I'd be promoting them. So you can run to get the shoes. Yeah, well, let's not do that if I'm injured. Huh. Okay. Well, yes, the election has come to an end. I know a lot of people are feeling fatigued. Kamala Harris made her concession speech, which I actually thought was a very classy, well done, elegant speech. I'll be honest. I know I've been very critical of Kamala Harris, but I think that that was the most presidential I've ever seen her. I saw somebody online and they were just like, "Wow, she loses better than she campaigns," and I was like, "Funny, but not nice." But listen, I thought she gave a good speech. I thought there was some hope. There was, I believe she uplifted the American people, which I thought was great. this morning, Joe Biden, he made his President Biden made his speech as well. I find it interesting that they're not together. I'm sorry, I know it's a conspiracy theory, but I low key don't think he voted for her. I think him and Jill Biden are mad. They're mad that Kamala that they got tooted and booted and Kamala came in. Um, so I'm low key, low key thinking Joe Biden may have voted for Trump. But that's just my own personal. Listen, we got to laugh at it. We got to laugh at it. Brian says RFK Jr. as health secretary is wild. I think it's great. I think it's great. I've known RFK for a very long time. I think that I hope, some good comes of all of this. I know he is fighting hard on behalf of a lot of American families, wants to help kids. He's been a big health advocate for a very long time. I know him. I, have always been a supporter of him. But yeah, I know some people disagree with him. But I mean, listen, at the end of the day, all we can do is hope for the best. Moving forward, we continue to hold our politicians accountable. That's all we can do. Whether we like them or dislike them, I think we also still have to give them some faith, have a little faith in them that hopefully we as the American people can stay active, can stay awake, and continue to hold them accountable and push for the things that matter to us. So thank you. Maureen says, yesterday you nailed it on why Kamala lost. I mean, listen, I was just honest. I saw so many people. I even went on Instagram yesterday and I was like, so many of my friends, and they're just like on the internet and they're crying and they're like, oh my God, my rights are being taken away. I'm like, guys, stop. Like, stop with the fear mongering. Stop with the name calling. Stop with all of this like finger pointing bullshit. Like, we can't go back, right? We're not going back, right? So let's move forward, try our best to do our best. You know, we'll see. We will see. Um, so we will see what happens. But I thought she gave a great speech. Joe Biden came out and he looked very happy. I'm not gonna lie. He looked very happy with the election results. I think he's definitely feeling vindicated that he is you know, the one president that was able to beat Trump. Because I just think his ego made him really believe that senile and all, he was gonna be able to beat Trump again. But yeah, listen, we'll see. Democrats have another 4 years to get it together. Whew. But shall we move into well, actually, since the Bravo Babe was in the chat, I want to give a shout out to the Bravo Babe because I saw this come out and say, oh yeah, didn't Femtero totally say that if your world is burning down, don't burn down with it? Yes, that I agree with. Yeah, if you haven't had a moment to listen to yesterday's podcast, I received such an overwhelming response of people that listened, and that really wanted to listen with an open ear, an open heart, an open mind. I appreciate that. Thank you. The engagement for that episode is insane, which is great. If you enjoyed it, please leave a review on Apple. Please leave a rating on Spotify and continue to share it with your friends and your family if they're confused or they're hurt or they're shocked by anything. I think it's important that we keep having this conversation and come at it from a place of calm rather than hyperbolized fear mongering, finger pointing. Like, all of that I think is just not healthy for our country. It's not healthy for our mental health either. So let's remember that. But shout out to the Bravo Babe because she, I guess, asked a question on Watch What Happens Live of Whitney Rose. Whew. Whitney Rose. She asked her or I just was catching clips of it this morning, but I guess there was a question of, because Whitney got a phone call from podcaster Up and Adam about Lisa Barlow being behind the Alibaba story, right? That her jewelry that she's selling has come from Alibaba or AliExpress, and which is like a real cheap, like as Meredith said, like someone is in jewelry. Meredith said, like, yeah, I think this is a bad look, because you don't want to be. It's like shopping from Temu, right? It's like real bottom of the barrel, really cheap quality stuff. And Whitney's like, no, we don't shop from AliExpress. We shop from curated vendors, which in my head, I'm like, well, can't one of those curated vendors be AliExpress? It's very well within the realm of possibility. And the other thing that I think people forget or don't realize is a lot of these housewives and a lot of these brands that they start, a lot of them are white label, right? Or people approach them and like, oh my God, I'm going to take care of everything. You just be the face of it. You promote it on the show, all good in the neighborhood, right? And so they don't realize that like they're not in every detail of their own businesses. So I actually think that it's very possible and probably very likely that her jewelry was from AliExpress. I mean, they had the same photo. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was from AliExpress and she bought it and put her name on it and marked up the price quite a bit. It was a high markup. But so it was addressed on Watch What Happens Live, and Whitney was asked, "Do you believe that it was Lisa Barlow?" And Whitney was like, "Yes, she says that she believes up and Adam told her that it was Lisa Barlow, which is interesting because I know Adam has gone on his YouTube channel and he's talked about um, how it was a Frankenstein edit that, they chopped his words out of context and it was one phone call, but two separate conversations. And he claims that he did not say that it was Lisa Barlow. And then Whitney Rose went on Watch What Happens Live and she's just like, no, Adam absolutely said that this was Lisa Barlow. He said that on the phone. It's on camera. You can see it all play out. So she's claiming that what we saw on camera was what actually happened. He's claiming that it's editing or bad editing. I think he even mentioned it may have been like in retaliation because I know he interviewed Jen Shaw a couple of years ago. And then Whitney Rose is like, I feel betrayed, or I'm kind of I think she called them thirsty, Adam and his husband, Jason. She called them thirsty on Watch What Happens Live and was like, I know Jason and I know he's from the Mormon community in Salt Lake. So she seemed to be taking it very personally. I don't believe that Lisa Barlow ever leaked this story. And I feel like Dana Wilkie has kind of addressed this and she's kind of alluded that maybe it was Heather Gay that was trying to put this story out there. I don't think any of the housewives are behind this story. And I think the Bravo Babe did a video, right? Or shared something about this and about how there was a post or an Instagram story where Whitney was tagged in it. And then they have a screenshot that Whitney viewed the story where, the AliExpress rumors were out there on Instagram, and Whitney Rose had actually seen this on somebody else's story months before it came up on Salt Lake City. So I think Whitney probably knew about it, but I think her thing was she was blaming one of the other housewives for bringing it up on the show, which I mean, I guess Heather did kind of bring it up on the show, but it's dumb. This whole thing is dumb. I think Whitney has cheap jewelry that she's trying to sell people. I don't know. Maybe Adam did or didn't say. Listen. I kind of believe that Adam said the words came out of his mouth. They're on camera. We don't know if it was the edit or not. It's kind of his word against her word, so we don't really know what to believe in that sense. But she very clearly seemed to like be calling him a liar on Watch What Happens Live, and then Dana Wilkie is like insinuating that it's Heather Gay, and I'm just like, I'm my head is spinning, and I'm so confused by all of it. All of it, all of it, all of it. It's the Sheen by Sheree all over again. Blah, 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 blah. I don't understand. But Whitney Rose is going all the way with this. And I'm just like, whether you were told it was Lisa Barlow or not, or what, like, at the end of the day, you're selling cheap jewelry. And that's it. That's it. You're selling cheap jewelry. Bottom line, bottom of the barrel. Like, at some point, you have to let the mouse go because I think it's dumb. But yeah. Moving on in other Salt Lake City news, Heather Gay has won her court battle against Monica Garcia. I said, what? I said, what? Um, so according to page 6, a judge ruled in favor of Heather Gay or Beauty Lab and Laser. Because remember, on Salt Lake City, Heather Gay sued Monica, claiming that she didn't pay for her filler and that she got it at Beauty Lab and Laser. And then Monica was like, "Oh, well, I didn't like the filler that you did, so I didn't pay the bill because I didn't like it. And then I went somewhere else to have it dissolved." Well, a judge has made a ruling, and Monica was ordered to pay $35,000, almost $36,000, 35,853.60. She's ordered to pay to Heather Gay and to Beauty Lab. And this includes the $2,000 that she originally owed. The judges also tackled on 18% interest and $600, $604, almost $605 in costs and fees associated with the lawsuit. So when I read that, interest is a couple thousand, she owed 2,000, she owes costs 600. Okay. I was like, how did she end up having to pay $35,000? Well, it's because she was also ordered to pay Heather Gay's attorney's fees, which total $31,000. So I'm like, damn, you skipped out on a bill of 2,000 and now you have to pay 35,000 because now you have to pay for this bitch's attorney for not paying for it and making her sue you. Oof, it was crazy. It was like, wow. Um, Janet says once they send a bill to collections, they can make you responsible for the lawyer fees. Yeah, it ain't cute. It ain't cute. Mm, 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 mm. It looks bad. Can you make payments? I don't know. I'm assuming, yeah, that would be part of like a settlement. Um, but let's see. Monica responded to this very lengthy Instagram post. I'm going to try to read, but it's really small print because it's so much. I'm like, girlfriend, do we care that much? So Monica writes, I didn't feel it appropriate to even comment on the situation yesterday, considering what's happening in our country. However, waking up this morning, I still don't find it appropriate. But wow, the fact that this lawsuit was even news on a day like yesterday says a lot. I'm in shock this morning. There's so much going on right now. There's so much happening in our country and world that it's astounding to me that a lawsuit even is on anyone's radar. But here we are. My lawyers have made comments to the outlets reaching out to them, and I find it convenient that they aren't being shared. Her lawyer's comments. Interesting. Well, I think for the exact reason that like nobody cared about reporting on this on election day and on the fallout from election. Like nobody cared because, like, as she's saying, there were other priorities. But obviously, someone ran with the story and posted it. This was so according to her attorneys, this was a shocking and bad decision. We have every intention of appealing and are confident in the outcome moving forward. Shut up. You're not gonna like it's only gonna cause more like just settle. But no, they're gonna appeal and they're gonna try to win, and it's just what a annoying. Um, she's annoying. Monica's annoying altogether. She said, I would say that I was surprised by the disgusting, hateful comments online, rejoicing in my downfall. But after seeing the decision happening around us, I'm not surprised at all. Hate, discrimination, desire to destroy, and glorifying in people's pain has absolutely taken over this nation. Hey, ding dong, didn't you create or weren't you behind an entire account that was dragging people specifically? I mean, I know Jen Shaw's not a great person, but like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of hatred in Monica's heart. If you ask me. But for her to compare her losing this lawsuit to um to the climate of the world after seeing, she said, people are rejoicing in her downfall, but after seeing the decision happening around us, I'm not surprised at all. Hate, discrimination, and the desire to destroy, glorifying in people's pain has absolutely taken over this nation. First of all, the pot calling the kettle black. And second of all, the audacity to even compare yourself or to even think that you're a factor in the election. Like wild to me. Why, Laura says, have Monica and Rachel Leviss become friends? I mean, for real. Shit. Lori says, Zach, can you and Donna spread out your lives? Love catching both. Yes, I'm sorry. Apologize to Donna. I'm late. I'm normally not live at this time. I apologize to Donna. Go tell Donna I'm sorry. Today's live was just a little later. Today was a late day. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Don't you know that the world's been taken over by hate and discrimination and the desire to destroy and glorifying people's pain? You better thank a union worker. She says, my girls are healthy and I stay grateful and blessed for every opportunity I've been given. There's so much in my life happening that I have to be thankful for and I'm so excited about. At the end of the day, being sued by someone is minuscule in the grand scheme of things. I am not the first housewife or Bravo celebrity, well, she actually called herself a Bravo celebrity, to be in this situation, nor will I be the last. Believe me when I say we have so much more to worry about. I agree with her on that. hoping that all those around our country that are feeling fearful, devastated, shaken, anxious, or lost know that you are not alone. Well, thank you, Monica. I'm glad you've made us feel less alone. Donna says, I didn't get to catch your live yesterday, but I have to say you sounded so intelligent and rational. I just wish the rest of the country would follow your example. Listen, we have to lead by example, right? Because according to Monica, we're riddled with hate and discrimination, and the world is on fire. But yeah. Laura says, how long is this message? I mean, that's a good question. It was very long. It was very long and just like unnecessarily long. I'm like, why? What? And then not only that, but then she posted on this ugly, like purple background with this really tiny, um, what is it, serif font? And I was like, my goodness gracious almighty lady, come on. You're really making me screenshot this and zoom in on it and try to read it. And oh, yeah. Lori says, way to use this election to make herself feel bad. Right. Like it was kind of strange that she like leaned into that because it's like if it's so insignificant, then like why are you even commenting on it right now? Like, I don't know, wait until next week. Nobody asked you for a statement publicly. You're like, oh my God, I have to address this in the middle of the end of the world. Trisha said, you actually helped me get through my disappointments. I'm glad. I'm really happy that, I was able to, provide some sort of, be it levity, be it calmness, be it reason, whatever it was that you were able to take away from yesterday's episode. I love you back in my Kamala Harris Mexican accent. I love you back. You better thank a union worker. God, because she was such a bad candidate. Like we have to be able to make fun of it now. Ah, don't worry, guys. Joy cometh in the morning. Joy cometh in the morning. You know what I mean, man? Those are our accents. Sorry, but if we don't laugh, we cry, right? I thought it was funny. If you've seen any of the TikTok montages of all of her different accents, it's it's kind of funny, Janet says bad candidate, but the memes were pretty funny. Yeah, the memes were hilarious. You know, the memes were hilarious. Like we have to be able to laugh. You know, it's a good thing. It's an important thing to laugh. Jesus, what did you just fall out of a coconut tree? So yeah, what a day. What a week. What a time. Oh my God, the number of spam calls that I've been getting. You know what I will say that I'm glad about is that we will no longer have to get all of these fucking political text messages every day. Every day it's like, vote for this and save this. And can you give $5? Yo, I'm trying to pay rent. I got dogs to feed. A dollar makes me holla. Okay. I ain't gonna be giving you $5. Okay. What's up with Lala? Lucy says. So why did Lala's assistant leave? Any scoop? So I've been trying to find scoop, right? Yeah, the McDonald's juice is scoop. So her assistant Jessica Walter. I don't know if she quit or she was fired. It kind of sounds like she quit, and a lot of people on Reddit seem to be thinking that she left because she wanted more money, she wanted a raise, like, she wanted something more that Lala was unable to provide. There are 2 theories. One, that she wanted a raise, and Lala was like, "No, I can't give you a raise," and she was just like, "Well, then I think I'm done." The other, is that Lala could no longer afford her because obviously there's no Vanderpump Rules. I don't know. So, Jess was not only her assistant, but she was also her assistant and her podcast co-host. So she was always on the podcast, and people were saying, "Oh my God," she was saying that this was like her dream job, and she was so happy, and all of this stuff, right? Well, apparently, it didn't really work out in her favor because she's no longer working for Lala. So I don't know if it's because of a financial thing. I don't know if it sounds like maybe Jess wanted more money or wanted something. And Lala was like, listen, we don't even know what's happening with Vanderpump Rules. Like, I got to be smart with my money. I don't really need an assistant right now. I don't know. Lori says, and Lala's daughter cut her own hair on the same day. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. Rummy says, can we take a sec to establish how sexy you look? Boo, do I look sexy today? I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. um, Brittany says it's just weird that she just was in the room when Lala gave birth. So weird to leave if it came down to money, no loyalty. I don't know. But like Lala did say, she's like, we wish her well and we wish her, unless maybe she got another opportunity that came with more money, that came with benefits that she didn't have before. I don't know. There had to have been something that was offered to her that I'm thinking maybe that's why Jess left. Like there was a bigger opportunity career wise. And Lala was like, okay, I get it. I wish you well, I don't know, maybe. We don't know. We don't have answers. We don't have answers as to why she left, but she left. I mean, maybe the benefits weren't good enough. You better thank a union worker. Sydney says, I mean, she did work on American Idol before, so wouldn't be shocked if she got another opportunity. Yeah, I agree. I think it's totally within reason, especially when you're like a personal assistant. Like, not many personal assistants last that long. Lala also has her mom and her brother that, like, there's not really much need for them to have a personal assistant. Um, so Tanya says Lala and her brother spoke very nicely about her. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they did. They had nothing but nice things to say about her. So I don't think it was a bad parting. I think maybe she got a better opportunity elsewhere. But see, here's the other thing. People are like, oh, well, the podcast account, give them Lala unfollowed her already. So maybe there's some tension. Maybe there's some bad blood. I don't. How will we sleep without knowing? I know, Lori, right? I was kind of feeling that same way. Brittany says also Lala probably learned from Randall, so there's probably an NDA, so we'll never know. Maybe. Don't know. Don't know. Um, let's talk about where Jeff and Josh as your friends. Brian, you good? What's wrong with Jeff and Josh? Like, say what? You good, Brian? Um, Tiffany says, I love Lala's brother. Jeff and Josh are good, by the way. I was talking to Jeff all day yesterday. We were texting. Rummy says, yeah, my spidey senses didn't buy the we are so happy, spread your wings stuff. Something happened. Yeah. Something about it just felt off. Right? Um, yeah. Like the unfollowing on Instagram. Like I want to believe that maybe they're on good terms, but then I'm like, they spoke so highly of her and they're like trying to get it. I don't know. I don't know how you go from being in the room. Like they didn't say like we're still friends. They didn't say she's still in our lives. They just said like she's moving on. We wish her, happy she can spread her wings. But there was, I don't know. We're probably never gonna know. Like we're probably just going around in circles with, yeah. We're probably never gonna know. So we shall see. We shall see. Hey Zach, how are you? Been a while for me. Good to see you. Hi, Nick. Nicholas Rios, welcome back in. They spoke too highly of her. It felt off. Rummy, now you're starting conspiracy theories. Joe says it's probably just me, but I'm not invested enough in their relationship to care. I agree. Like I'm not actively listening to the Give Them Lala podcast. I think the only people that are interested are they're like, oh, Lala must be going broke, so she fired her. So it's not that compelling to me, but I know people are like, what's the dirt? What's the tea? I don't think there is dirt, and I don't think there is tea. Hi, Jolene. Jolene says, hi, Zach. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi, shout out to Jolene and Nana. Hey, Nana. Jolene's mom has got it going on. Nana's got the bomb.com. Shout out to Jolene Lunza. Pamela says, are we talking about Whitney Rose? We talked about Whitney Rose and her appearance on Watch What Happens Live. I just think she needs to let the mouse go. I think she's going to try to like run with this story with Lisa Barlow all the way into the reunion. And I'm like, does anybody care that much? Don't know. Wait, did Lala's assistant and her brother bang? I feel like there was like a boning rumor, right? Did that happen or no? I don't know. Maybe I made that up in my head. I thought maybe they did bang or not. Maybe not. Probably not. I don't know. Isn't Lala paying for a night nurse? Maybe she can't afford an assistant. I mean, listen, that was kind of what I was thinking. Jolene says that she thinks that they banged. She banged. She banged. She banged. Maybe that's why. Maybe it was like a personal fallout. I don't know. Is Whitney done with her healing journey? The healing journey is never going to be over. I'm like, lady, when are we going to make it over the hill? Like, how much more healing do we need to do? I'm tired. This incline is like gassing me out, you know? Wendy said, this is my first time being in the live chat. This is fun. Yay. Trisha said maybe they wanted to bang and Lala said no. I mean, that would make sense. Pamela says Jolene is the queen of stand-up comedy. Go check her out if you don't already know about her. Yes, go check her out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right. Well, I guess maybe. Yeah, I don't know if they were banging. Don't. Tiffany says, nope, she's going up and down those hills. She can't figure out how to stop, right? The healing journey just never ends. It's like, woo, woo. It's like we're on a roller coaster. It's like up and down, up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill. Aaron D. Shout out to Aaron D, by the way, guys. She reached 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube. Get it, Aaron D. Shout out and love to Aaron D for reaching that new milestone. Boom. Rebecca says, I don't even watch Bravo anymore. I just listen to Zack. Well, thank you, Rebecca. All right. Well, I mean, listen, it was a slow news week. Sorry, it was an election week. So the news, as Monica said, is not that compelling this week. So that's all I got for you. But I hope you had a good morning thus far. Joy cometh in the morning. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You can always give me a follow at Just Plain Zack all over the internet. Follow the podcast at Unfiltered with Zack on Instagram. Apologies to Donna Bowling. Guys, tell Donna I'm sorry that I didn't mean to go live at the same time as she did, but I just was a little late today. But yeah, I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Joy cometh in the morning. Joy cometh in the morning. Members only tonight. Yes, we do have a members only tonight, Sydney. Let's get it. We will have a members only. I don't know what we're going to talk about in members only. I don't know. We always go off the rails and get unhinged and wild and crazy. Oh, Angela says Adam has his side of the conversation with Whitney recorded that prove that he did not say Lisa Barlow was responsible. He will release the recordings if she does not admit she's lying. What? That's crazy. Why are we recording people's phone calls without their consent? That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, guys. I love you. Hi, Diane. Thank you, Diane. I love you. I appreciate you. I will talk to you guys later, skater. Ciao for now. Bye. Have a good one.